Matthew 12, verse 1 to 21. Sabbath questions. At that time, Jesus went through the grain fields on the Sabbath, and his disciples became hungry and began to pick the heads of grain and eat. Now when the Pharisees saw this, they said to him, "Look, your disciples are doing what is not lawful to do on a Sabbath." But he said to them, "Have you not read what David did when he became hungry? He and his companions, how he entered the house of God, and they ate the consecrated bread, which was not lawful for him to eat, nor for those with him, but for the priests alone? Have you not read in the law that on the Sabbath the priests in the temple violate the Sabbath, and yet are innocent? But I say to you that something greater than the temple is here. But if you had known what this means, I desire compassion rather than sacrifice, you would not have condemned the innocent." Lord of the Sabbath. For the Son of Man is Lord of the Sabbath. Departing from there, he went into the synagogue, and a man was there whose hand was withered. And they questioned Jesus, asking, "Is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath?" so that they might bring charges against him. But he said to them, "What man is there among you who has a sheep, and if it falls into a pit on the Sabbath, will he not take hold of it and lift it out? How much more valuable then is a person than a sheep? So then it is lawful to do good on the Sabbath." Then he said to the man, "Stretch out your hand." He stretched it out, and it was restored to normal, like the other. But the Pharisee went out and conspired against him, as to how they might destroy him. But Jesus, aware of this, withdrew from there. Many followed him, and he healed them all, and warned them not to tell who he was. This happened so that what was spoken through Isaiah the prophet would be fulfilled. "Behold my servant, whom I have chosen, my beloved in whom my soul delights. I will put my spirit upon him, and he will proclaim justice to the Gentiles. He will not quarrel nor cry out, nor will anyone hear his voice in the streets. A bent reed he will not break off, and a dimly burning wick he will not extinguish, until he leads justice to victory, and in his name the Gentiles will hope." Now please take a moment to make a summary for what you've just read. Your summary can be something like this: Jesus is Lord of the Sabbath and corrected wrong teachings about the Sabbath. The Pharisees conspired against him. Now here is your first comprehension question. But if you had known what this means, I desire compassion rather than sacrifice, you would not have condemned the innocent. Was this A, this was written in the Bible, or B, this was not written in the Bible? If you answer A, this was written in the Bible, then yay! Good job. It is A. But if you had known what this means, I desire compassion rather than sacrifice, you would not have condemned the innocent. Verse 7. Now here's your second comprehension question. How much more valuable then is a person than a sheep? So then it is blank on the Sabbath. Is it A, not lawful to do good on the Sabbath, or B, lawful to do good on the Sabbath? If you answer B, lawful to do good, then you are beautiful, amazing, awesome, strong, great, awesome. The answer is B. How much more valuable then is a person than a sheep? So then it is lawful to do good on the Sabbath. Verse 12. Now ponder this. When Jesus healed the man with the withered hand, instead of celebrating, why did the Pharisees decide to go and conspire against Jesus?